Myanmar and welcome to Myanmar Today. I am Henry Zin with the latest news and reports from around Myanmar. David Henry brings us the first report on Myanmar Unicode migration launch event. Williamson with a report on the celebration of Chin literature and culture. Thomas Swezin has the report on the 150th birthday celebration of Mahatma Gandhi. Last but not least, a report on ceremony of Panda package donation and 4th anniversary of CFPA Myanmar Office. Before we get to the reports, we've got some local news. Union Minister for Information Dr. Phay Min inspected the Mandalay Bureau of MRTV and Sub-Printing House in Mandalay last Friday. Permanent Secretary Myanmar presented the work processes of news bureaus in Yangon, Mandalay and Ethnic TV channel. Uso Nainton, the in charge of Mandalay Bureau, explained the organizational structure and functions, machines and employee affairs. The Union Minister advised on the capacity building of staff members to keep abreast with modern technology and the dissemination of news without delay, before he attended to the needs at the Mandalay Bureau. The Union Minister also visited the construction of a mini studio at the MRTV's Mandalay Bureau and inspected the uplink control room before leaving for the Sub-Printing House of newspaper, where he was reported by Deputy Chief Editor Tan U, the in charge of Sub-Printing House, on the work process from the newsroom management to the advertisement section. In his remark, the Information Minister made suggestions on logo designs, outsourced news, cartoons, improvement of display, the duty assignments for staff members, maintenance of buildings and staff affairs. Myanmar Computer Federation launched the works to come Unicode into force on October 1st. The launch event was held at MICT Park in Yangon on Saturday, with the attendance of Union Minister for Transport and Communications Zin, officials from Myanmar Computer Federation, UMFCCI and IT Field and other concerned officials. Union Minister for Transport and Communications Zin urged the public to use Unicode as a support and help to the e-government system. One of the purposes of shifting Unicode is to be able to display all the languages used in Myanmar with just one font. The awareness programs on shifting Unicode will be carried out by granted ambassadors. The National Standard Council set Myanmar Unicode as the national standard in February this year. The government has adopted ISO 10646 Myanmar Unicode system on April 1st of this year. Myanmar National Tripartite Preparatory Meeting for the 12th ASEAN Forum on Migrant Labour was jointly organized by the Ministry of Labour, Immigration and Population and the International Labour Organization at Thingaha Hotel in Naypyidaw last Friday. At the meeting, Permanent Secretary Myo Aung, Councillor Eileen Stewart from the Embassy of Canada to Myanmar and Liaison Officer of ILO Yangon, Tong Ling Lee, delivered the opening remarks. The meeting was organized with the aim of reviewing the development conditions regarding the implementation of the recommendations from the previous forums on migrant workers, the challenges on the sustainable, justice and equal protection and the job opportunities for migrant workers, and preparing recommendations for the representatives who will attend the 12th ASEAN Forum. And that's all with the local news. Let's take a look at the first report now. On Saturday, the official launch for migrating Unicode was held at Myanmar ICT Park, which was organized by Myanmar Computer Federation. The event was attended by Zin, Union Minister for Transport and Communications, Chairman of Myanmar Computer Federation, key opinion leaders and influencers. David Henry brings us the details.
As the movement for migrating Unicode has been stronger, and the official changing date as a whole country of the Unicode system has been nearer and nearer, all the people needed to be informed through key influencers and opinion leaders. With that being said, I've interviewed Dr. Utun Durata, Vice Chairman of Myanmar Computer Federation, MCF, for the detail of the event.
In this event, Union Minister for Transport and Communications, Zin,
himself will be attending the event and give an opening speech about how Unicode is important and convincing the public to change as soon as they can. And also the chairman of Myanmar Computer Federation will also be giving the speech. Moreover, there will also be a speech from Myanmar Standard Council's DG, and there will also be a presentation in which we showcase why we should be changing Unicode and the importance of it. Moreover, as the theme of this event, and we will be appointing ambassador for the change of Unicode to the opinion leaders and social influencers.
Why Unicode as a standard system, and why is it needed to change as soon as possible, will also be answered in the interview.
Unicode is a worldwide standard font system which has been using around the world for a long time, and Myanmar is a little bit behind this term. As for the latest countries, which has changed the Unicode, Cambodia and Bangladesh even been using it for at least 10 years now. Why change Unicode? Because not only for Myanmar language, all the other major ethnic groups of Myanmar languages should be able to used in the same system, and which should be reliable and precise. For Myanmar and other countries' languages code system to be interchangeable, and also for Myanmar language to have an advanced processing through technical possibilities.
What kind of benefits will all the sectors and stakeholders will be having if we were to migrate Unicode as soon as possible? Let's find out.
As I have said before, if we change Unicode as our standard, like a default system as well in many of the platforms, in which people don't need a thing to do to read, write, and share Myanmar languages, or Gachin, Mon, Chin, etc. So as we uniformly use one system for all, to summarize it, it's going to be way more comfortable and accessible.
Unicode can be installed through most of the mobile service center, even small mobile shops. The thing is, it is mostly default in most of the phone, so you don't even need to do that. You can just change in the setting or delete other systems to Unicode default. But the issue here is that all the people need to change together. So what is the benefits by changing? Well, simply said, it's a lot. For example, portals from the government which people can access, because by using other systems, if you change to Unicode, you can see easily it. All the common things that we have as a country will be united by using on default font system. Everyone should understand each other. In this technical era, Unicode will be bridge for it. Today is the Unicode migration launch, which we just announced and launched, that we will be changing Unicode as a standard. So we should be adapting the font system before official Unicode launching, which will be holding on October 1st come, so that there will be less issues.
Reporter David Tanner reporting from Myanmar International Radio, signing out for now.
That's a report on Myanmar Unicode migration launch event. We're going to take a look at the weather conditions now in Myanmar. In Yangon, it's going to be cloudy, a thunderstorm during the day. Likewise, it'll be cloudy and probably a thunderstorm in the evening as well. The daily outlook is around 29 degrees Celsius high, but it's going to feel like 36 degrees Celsius. There's a 60% chance of rain for the day. In Naypyidaw, it's going to be cloudy, a thunderstorm in spots in the morning, then a couple of thunderstorms around during the day, and there will be a stray thunderstorm in the evening, otherwise low clouds at night. The daily outlook is around 32 degrees Celsius high, but it's going to feel like 37 degrees Celsius, 69% chance of rain for the day. In Mandalay, it'll be cloudy during the day, but there will be widely separated thunderstorms in the evening, otherwise cloudy at night. The daily outlook is around 34 degrees Celsius high, but it's going to feel like 39 degrees Celsius, 25% chance of rain for the day. Stay with us as Williamson brings us a second report, and we'll take a look at the stocks and currency exchange rates right after that. With a growing number of Chin people who moved to Yangon and settled in Yangon, lack of knowledge on their literature and culture have become an important issue for the younger Chin generation. Therefore, with the aim to pass on the literature and culture to the younger generation, the 55th anniversary of Chin literature and culture was held on Saturday at Yangon University. Williamson has the details.
With the aim of passing the literature and culture of Chin to young Chin students in Yangon, the 55th anniversary of Chin Literature and Culture Committee was celebrated on 17th of August 2019 at Diamond Jubilee Hall in Yangon University. In the last few decades, many of Chin people left their native place and settled down in Yangon, where they get better opportunities than their places. And leaving their places also means the Chin people are likely to get influenced by the environment they live in and less of their own cultural ways of life or even their own history. Therefore, to impart the rich culture and literature to the younger generation, the event was organized by Chin Literature and Culture Committee as its 55th anniversary. Speaking to MI Radio, Salai Moses, the chairman of Chin Literature and Culture Committee, said,
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ဒီကျင်းပရတဲ့ရွေချက်ကတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီခါဆရ55နှစ်တိုင်ကိုထူကိုထက်စနေပြီ
The main purpose for organizing this event is to impart the 55-year services of CLCC to Chin people, so that the younger generation will learn about its history for the knowledge. Secondly, this event aims to build a strong relation among the Chin people with the senior students since CLCC was formed and make the committee familiar with Chin people. And another aim is to have unity among the younger generation with the movement of Salai Mai. Lastly, we also want to inspire the younger generation by the contributions that CLCC student leaders have showed.
Chin Literature and Culture Committee was first formed in 1964 on 12th of February. In the same year, with many other ethnic literature committees formed for the development of their literatures and cultures. But before Chin Literature and Culture Committee was formed, Chin students had already formed Chin Hill Student Union, but due to some reasons, the union was discontinued. But the students saw the need of the student union and formed CLCC in 1964. Speaking to MI Radio on the important role that CLCC plays, Sly Moses also said,
ခါဆရနေပြီးတော့မှအမျိုးသားရေးချင်းအမျိုးသားရေးကိုဘယ်လောက်လုပ်ခဲ့တယ်ဆိုတာလက်ရှိအထူး
There are many Chin students here in Yangon who were born and raised in Yangon. Many of them don't know about the existence and the history of CLCC. Therefore, we want to tell these young students about sacrifice and contribution that seniors made for Chin people. We also want to bring together all the Chin students for a wider networking among the students for unity among us.
Now let's hear from Ngan Lin, Yangon Regional Minister of Social Affairs.
ပြည်အောင်စုအနေနဲ့ကြည့်မယ်ဆိုရင်တိုင်းသားတစ်မျိုးစီမှာထူးခြားတဲ့ unique ဖြစ်တဲ့ဒလေးစရိုက်တွေကာချာတွေစကားပြောတွေရှိတယ်ပေါ့
If we look at each ethnic group in Myanmar as a union, we see each of them have their own uniqueness in their cultures, traditions, and short sayings. We all know that there are several dialects among Chin people, but we can also be united and work together while each of us keep our own dialects. By learning from other international communities where there are many dialects, we find that if all the Chin people could use the language seem to be spoken by the least, but this is my personal opinion, but we think that we should use the language which is already well established. If we take Indonesia, for example, in order to do justice in solving common language issue, they made a decision to learn and speak the dialect used by the smallest number of the people. In that way, they could manage to make common language. This is how we build the road of unity. But if we still don't want to speak other dialect and make it a common language, we can still be united and work together by having shared vision for the people, where we will have just an equal vision as we are to march together as a union country. I believe if we all have shared vision, we can achieve anything.
This is Williamson reporting for MI Radio.
That's a report on the celebration of Chin literature and culture. Let's take a look at the currency rates from Myanmar Central Bank. $1 is at 1,521 kyats. 1 Chinese renminbi is at 216 kyats. 1 euro is at 1,686 kyats. 1 pound sterling is at 1,848 kyats. 1 Singapore dollar is at 1,096 kyats. 1 Malaysian ringgit is at 363 kyats. 1 Thai baht is at 49 kyats, and the Indian rupee is at 21 kyats. Gold is trading at $1,509. Silver is at $17, and Brent crude oil is at $55. On the Yangon Stock Exchange, FMI remains at 12,000. MTSH went up 50, and it's now at 4,000. MCB remains at 8,400. FPB remains at 26,000. TMH dropped 150 at 2,950. You're watching MI Radio's Myanmar Today. You can go to our website at miradio.com.mm and listen to our radio programs live on the website. If you're on FM, catch us on 96.1 FM in Yangon, 96.5 in Manali, and 96.7 in Naypyidaw. You can also download MI Radio app on both iOS and Android devices, so you can listen to our radio programs from anywhere in the world. All right, let's move on to the next report. As one of the activities of the 150th birthday celebration of Mahatma Gandhi, Indian ambassador to Myanmar, His Excellency Mr. Saurabh Kumar, planted 2 sandalwood trees in his residence last Friday. The embassy is to keep conducting events to commemorate Mahatma Gandhi. DJ Henry Zin tells us more.
Mahatma Gandhi, who was the famous leader of India by leading the campaign for independence with non-violent methods, was born on 2nd October 1869. In 2019, it is his 150th birthday anniversary. To commemorate Mahatma Gandhi, the birthday anniversary is to be celebrated worldwide, and in Myanmar, the birthday celebration will be also held under the administration of Indian Embassy. As one of the activities of commemoration of Mahatma Gandhi, Indian Ambassador to Myanmar has planted 2 sandalwood trees in his residence.
Tree plantation is especially significant in the context of Mahatma Gandhi. Even when he lived, he emphasized on living in harmony with nature. He was against exploitation of nature, which is a Western concept. And now when there is greater awareness all over the world to live in harmony with nature, to live a green life, remembering Gandhiji by planting trees, I think is a befitting way of remembering him.
In August, we are to plant trees in Naypyidaw in collaboration with the Ministry of Religious Affairs and Culture. We intend to plant in the Pagoda campus. In Yangon, the sandalwood trees are planted in the residence of Indian Ambassador. We are going to plant more trees, especially sandalwood trees. On 1st September, we are going to hold the essay and literature contest in regard of 5 teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, who loved literature. On 28th September, the celebration of 150th birthday of Mahatma Gandhi will be held on Thambu Stadium. We also have blood donation and walking event.
Myanmar and India have enjoyed historical ties. As somebody was telling me that we are 2 streams of the same culture. We value our friendship with Myanmar. In the colonial period, as you said, we were both colonies of the British Empire. Our leaders at that point of time interacted with each other so that both our countries could win independence from the British. Mahatma Gandhi himself visited your country many times. Pandit Nehru visited your country many times. There were so many other leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, for example, whose death anniversary we celebrated some time ago. He spent time in your country. So there was good interaction between leaders of India and Myanmar, and interaction between the leaders led ultimately to the freedom of India as well as freedom of Myanmar. And today we look forward to building up on this legacy to strengthen our relationship, to strengthen our practical cooperation, to see that there is more exchange between the peoples of the two countries, and overall that there is greater friendship and cooperation between India and Myanmar.
Now, Glad multi-modal transit transport project is being implemented to connect the two countries by sea.
And the Government of India is presently in the process of selecting a company, a port operator, which would operate the Sitwe port. As you know, whenever a port is in operation, it leads to economic activity, generation of employment, and which we believe would contribute to more peace. So this is one example. We are also building from Paleva in Chin State a road to India-Myanmar boundary, which is part of the Kaladan project. So once this road is completed from the Indian port to Sitwe port and to India-Myanmar boundary, there would be complete connectivity, which would generate again a lot of economic activity, which would be beneficial for India, which would be beneficial for India-Myanmar relationship, and which would be beneficial, most importantly, I think, for the communities which are living along the Kaladan project.
Through the celebrations of 150th birthday anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, India and Myanmar are to build stronger diplomatic relationship by sharing the cultural and social experience and mutual understanding. That's all for now. This is Dora Susan from MI Radio.
That's a report on the 150th birthday celebration of Mahatma Gandhi. Well, finally, we got our last report on ceremony of Panda package donation and 4th anniversary of CFPA Myanmar Office. China Foundation for Poverty Alleviation Myanmar Office held the ceremony of Panda package donation and 4th anniversary on Saturday at the Chatriam Hotel. CFPA was officially opened in Myanmar in 2015. It has been implementing projects focusing on education during these 4 years. Dora Zin has the details.
China Foundation of Poverty Alleviation Myanmar Office celebrated its 4th anniversary and donated the package of stationeries, which is called Panda Package, to the Ministry of Education on 17 August at Chatrian Hotel, Yangon. The ceremony was attended by Uwin Morton, Deputy Minister of Ministry of Education, representatives from Departments of Higher and Basic Education, Councillor Mr. Yan Xiaozhen from Chinese Embassy, representatives from CFBA Head Office and Myanmar Office, teachers and students from universities and basic schools, and invited guests. CFBA is the first Chinese NGO in Myanmar, and it was licensed in 2015. With the Center of Quality Education, it has been performing 4 projects in the education sector: Purple Scholarship, China-Myanmar Friendship Scholarship, Petaback Project, and Water Sanitation and Hygiene Program, along with Cultural Exchange Project, which is called International Volunteer Project. For 2019-2020 academic year, 100,000 Panda packages are to be donated to the primary schools from 16 townships of 10 states and regions. Deputy Minister Uwin Morton expressed his gratitude towards the donation of CFPA.
Education is the biggest necessity for our country, so we are performing many changes in it. When our ministry is striving to enhance education sector, other respective organizations are also helping us, which is thankful for us.
Starting from 2016-2017 academic year, the scholarships have been provided to the selected university students.
Scholarship program in a stipend group.
Our ministry also provides scholarship and stipend programs for 10 to 15% of the attending students. Support from CFPA gives students more opportunities. For the scholarship, we select the students who are outstanding and need financial support for learning because of poor family background. We also give priority to the students in the remote areas. In the future, our ministry is to increase the support for the students, and we also welcome the help of CFPA.
Mashmun Shuiyin, final year mathematics student of East Yangon University, who is also provided with powerful scholarships, said.
I
applied for the scholarship in first semester of first year. We received 300,000 checks for one academic year. I have been provided the scholarship for 4 years in a row. Aside from financial support, 9 students, including me, were also given an opportunity to go a free excursion to Shanghai when I was in second year. Since I am the eldest daughter in my family, if I have not achieved the scholarship, I might be attending the University of Distance Education and working at the same time. But now, thanks to powerful scholarship, I am able to attend the day school as well as trying the other courses I want to learn.
是这样的，我们的资金大概是几个部分的这个组成，每个项目。
The fund is donated from different organizations to CFPA for different projects. For example, Panda Pack project is donated by Alibaba Group by including donation program in the contract with the shop owners selling at the website. For PowerPoint Scholarship, when we started it, we received no donation from any organization. So we provided with the own fund of CFPA, which was the donation of the Chinese citizens. This is to build mindset relationship between the citizens of two countries.
In the ceremony, 30,000 Panda packages are given to the students from BEPS 27 and 28 Klangtaya by the attending guests. Then the students also performed the attendees. The rest 70,000 Panda packages are to be donated to the other schools soon. CFBA Myanmar Office is to keep performing the projects with a focus on education to give necessary support to the students and schools which are actually in needs as well as which are in remote areas. That's all for now. This is Dora Susan from MI Radio.
That's all the reports we have for today. Now let's have a look around on the international landscape. Aerial footage shows the scenes of anti-violence rally themed Oppose Violence, Save Hong Kong took place at Tamar Park Saturday afternoon. Around 476,000 participants waved the national flag, repeated slogans and sang the national anthem together to call for the end of violence and support the police. Let's take a look at the video footage. In other news, researchers say more than 1 million fingerprints and other sensitive data have been exposed online by a biometric security firm. Researchers working with cybersecurity firm VPN Mentor say they accessed data from a security tool called BioStar 2. It is used by thousands of companies worldwide, including the UK's Metropolitan Police, to control access to specific parts of secure facilities. Suprema, the firm that offers BioStar 2, said it was addressing the issue. According to VPN Mentor, the exposed data discovered on 5th of August was made private on 13th of August. It is not clear how long it was accessible. As well as fingerprint records, the researchers say they found photographs of people, facial recognition data, names, addresses, passwords, employment history, and records of when they had accessed secure areas. And that's a wrap on Myanmar Today. Catch the show on MITV every evening, Monday to Friday at 8:30. You can also join me on MI Radio from 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m., 1 to 1:30 p.m., and from 7:30 to 8 in the evening. Don't forget to drop your comments and messages on our Facebook posts. We'll be back with more news and reports. Thank you for joining us. I am Henry Zin. Have a great day, everyone.